test, and then we can start. I'm gonna test out my voice. Alright, let's see if the volume might need to be turned up a bit. I might need to be turned down a bit, honestly. Okay, the audio's pretty good. The only thing is boss fights might get a little bit hectic, because that's really when you start to hear the music. So we're just gonna finish watching this cutscene. Oh crap, I just... Well, that was interesting. At the end of that, it shows... Well, it looks like the character's in a chalice dungeon, even though the enemy that we saw isn't normally in the chalice dungeons. Anyway, welcome to Bloodborne. Bloodborne is from FromSoft, from the mind of Hidetaki Miyazaki. I love this game. It's one of my all-time favorite games. I mean, who doesn't know Bloodborne? Bloodborne is absolutely incredible, and I'm gonna play through it.
Oh, there. Well, you've come to the right place. Yarnum is the home of blood administration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yarnum blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
So, like every other Souls game, Bloodborne is seeped in freaking lore and world building, and it's incredible. That guy that we just saw is the Minister, the Blood Minister, which is something we'll get into later. I'm gonna be playing Bloodborne a lot on my channel. I'll be playing Dark Souls 2 and 3 as well, but I'm gonna start off with Bloodborne because it's my favorite. I'll be probably playing Bloodborne a lot more than I'll be playing anything else. Just to begin, I want to do a strength build. So these are the origin. This is your classes. So you have Milquetoast, Ordinary, Happy, Upbringing, all attributes average. You have the Lone Survivor, a Lost Hamlet. High Life Essence and Vigor. High Life Essence. The Troubled Childhood, Highly Resilient. The violent past, rash but stronger. Professional, fit for sleuthing and academia. Military veteran, Jesus. A soldier of strength and skill. Scion, noble scion. Respectable line with faith to your pedigree. Cruel fate. Not confident in, oh my god, your purpose. And then finally, waste of skin. You are nothing. Talentless, you shouldn't have been born. Great. This is the same as Deprived, and all the other games. Although in Deprived, usually all your stats begin at 10. This one, your stats actually begin lower. But you can see the stats over on the right. Level doesn't really matter. Blood echoes doesn't really matter right now. Vitality is your health. Endurance is your stamina. Strength is strength. Skill is your dex. Blood tinge is a special stat which helps you do more damage with your guns and any weapon that uses blood tinge. Arcane, same thing. Any weapons that have arcane, which is kind of just your magic. Blood tinge is a little bit odd, and you're pretty much never gonna level up blood tinge unless you need to, and you're gonna think it's useless. But until you do a blood tinge run and you realize how great of a stat it is, you'll see. All right, so I'm gonna let's see. Violent past might be good to start with, or a veteran. Let's see. I'm probably gonna start with veteran. Let me just look up something real quick. Yeah, military matter. That should be good. That should be good. Appearance. This, you can get really in-depth with all of this. And because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and just... Did I save it? Is that her? Oh crap, I thought I saved it. Well, I made one specifically for this run, and I guess I don't have her anymore. And I spent a really freaking long time making it, too. Gosh dang it, really? Okay, hold on. Well, that sucks. I spent so long making her. Start with her. The build standard is fine. Because as you know, all the armor sets are made for the standard build. So if you deviate from that, then you're gonna get some weird looking armor. Though I guess if you're doing a... Depending on what kind of run you're doing, doesn't really matter. How do I change her freaking eyes? No. Age. She's young. Oh yeah, that's a voice. Yes. Interesting. Okay, skin color, face details. Pupils! You actually change each pupil. I think both of hers are green. To make them a little bit more green. And then maybe a tattoo. Freckles? No. Rarely see the freckles. There we go. And that should be good enough. Save the I mean, yeah, whatever. That's what I did last time, but freaking it didn't work. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and name her Zinity with a Y. That's why I name my female characters. I don't know why. If they're male, I name them Zinity with the I. If it's a Y, if they're girls. Anyway, so these are gonna be our beginning stats, and it should be good. So I'm just gonna do a strength build for my first run. And my second run's gonna be skill and blood tinge, so I can show that off. How amazing blood tinge is.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Alright, Yosefka's Clinic is where we awaken. That was an interesting cutscene to start us off in a very interesting game. Here's not open from this side. If you like werewolves, if you like vampires, if you like old Gothic Victorian architecture, then this is your game. So you got the basic rolls and stuff. You can attack. You can use an item. You can karate chop. And then how do I... There we go. No, how do I... There we go. So in other Dark Souls games, if you press triangle, you two-hand your weapon. In this game, it's L1 because triangle is used to heal. Anyway. Let's see. So that cutscene. Alright, so there's a blood, and there's a wolf, and then it lit on fire, and there's little zombie babies, and they touched us, and then some weird girl was like, you found yourself a hunter. And then we woke up, and now the minister is also gone. We don't know where the hell he went. Handwritten scrawl. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Who knows what that means, but I guess we have to go look for pale blood now. So, lore. We'll get into lore later. These little things are little messengers. They just tell you how to play the game. So if we walk into this room, take a look around, there's some fancy stuff going on. And there's a wolf over here. A werewolf. Doing some stuff. So back attacks in this game work a little bit differently than... Ooh, blood vials. So now I can heal. Blood vials is how you heal. Okay, so let's get into blood vials real quick. In Dark Souls, you have Estus, you only have a limited number of them, and when you get to a bonfire, they heal. In this game, a little bit different, and it's not a good different. You only have 20 total. The rest are sent to your inventory, your box, and you have to go keep refilling. They don't refill on their own. You actually have to collect them off of dead enemies. That thing was going to town on that dude's face, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. Also, if you notice, when that wolf attacked me, I had some missing health, and it probably was just showing as an orange bar on my health bar. So the top right, or the top left, the green is stamina, and the red is health. Some quicksilver bullets, which we'll explain later. Anyway, that's a rally effect. If you get hit, if you take damage, oh, look at that. Look nice. If you take damage, and you're able to attack the enemy quickly enough afterwards, you can actually gain back some of that health, which is really, really nice. And it kind of promotes being a little bit more aggressive when you fight. And then I was saying, back attacks. So in other... Oh my gosh. Away! 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 Oh, come on, that was totally good. In other, in Dark Souls, I'm just gonna say in Dark Souls. Oh, Jesus. To get a back attack, all you have to do is walk over to their back and hit that sweet spot. That's healing. Healing's really quick in this game. All you gotta do is go to their back and hit that sweet spot, and then you automatically do the animation for a back attack. In this game, it's a little bit different. You actually have to do an entire charged up R2 attack, and that will put them into a. If I could do it on this guy, freaking fuck. Okay, well I died to the second enemy in the game, great. I actually try not to die this early because it's just stuff I like to do. But you actually have to do a fully charged R2, which you just hold down R2 until it automatically releases. And on their back, and then they'll put them into a down state, but you can just attack them to do damage, or you can run up to their back and actually attack them. It's probably good we came here first. You can just skip this cutscene if you come here a little bit later. The Hunter's Dream. I got one of those little zombie dudes here too. An abandoned doll. So here we can finally choose our first weapon. I normally choose a threaded cane because I love the threaded cane so much. It is literally the worst weapon in the game, and it's good because it has thrust when it's normal, and then when you trick it, which is something I'll explain later, it becomes a whip, and that's pretty great. Then there's the Hunter's Axe, which is a normal one-handed axe, and if you trick it, it becomes a huge two-handed axe, and it's charged R2 is spin to win. I hate using the Hunter's Axe. I hate seeing other people use the Hunter's Axe. It'll probably be the best weapon for me to use at the beginning of the game. I am going to skip over it, though. I'm just going to go straight for the Saw Cleaver, which is the best weapon you can get at the beginning of the game. Has higher DPS than anything else. I actually don't use it enough to actually know how to use it well, so we're going to see how I fare with this. The messages offer you a firearm. Choose one. If you started with any type of skill whatsoever, you can do a Hunter's Pistol. Other than that, do Blunderbuss. Easy as that. You use guns in this game to parry. Use guns in this game to parry. So, the Blunderbuss gives you a lot of time to parry. So there's nothing we can actually do right now. I'm gonna go check out how to use my Saw Cleaver real quick. Because like I said, I always use threaded cane, so I've actually never used a Saw Cleaver. Okay. So in this game, there's all the weapons that you use are trick weapons, meaning you can trick them or transform them, and they have 2 stages. Every weapon in this game has 2 stages. It's pretty cool. So their move sets are as normal, are what's it called? Oh, crap. R1 and R2, and then if you press L1 to trick it, then you have an entirely new move set. If your weapon, when tricked, uses both hands, then you cannot use your gun. You can only use your gun using L2 if your character only has that hand free. I wasted 2 bullets because I'm an idiot. Anyway, so I'm gonna hop right back in. I'm gonna go back and get my blood echoes. We're actually looking for something in particular, which will help us see. So this is where we appeared before. If we try to go back up to the room that we first woke up in.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do.
If you look on the right door, on the left side, the second panel down, I'm actually showing her face right there, which is kind of interesting. We can see Yosefka's face. She has gray hair.
Now, go. And good hunting.
So that's Yosefka. She's the owner of this clinic, I suppose. She's helping people who have been infected. She's very, very kind, as you see. And even though she knows that you're trying to help, she says that if you go in there, you're able to contaminate her patients, and she doesn't want that at all. She doesn't want any contact with the outside world, which is very honorable. Anyway, so you see this bro dude over here has freaking glowy eyes. That is because blood echoes work a little bit differently than souls. Now when your blood echoes die, when you die next to an enemy, they have a chance to pick up your blood echoes. And the only way to get them back is to kill them. So like there was a parry. The parry timings are pretty much the same, right as they're swinging their weapon down. As soon as you see their weapon start to swing down, then you can shoot them, and they'll put them into a parry state. In which you can go up to riposte. Weapons. Armor in this game has, this is Fashion Souls to the max. There is no armor. What the heck was that? Okay, well, I might get back into that. Also, before I continue, just look at that. Look how beautiful this is. This game is beautiful. The only thing is the frame rate drops, which can't really be fixed because this is PS4 and unfortunately not PC. Oh, Jesus, I didn't mean to do that. I should go over here.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnham lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yarnhamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
So before I talk to him again to see if we exhausted the thing, he said a lot of things. So first of all, Pale Blood. He said the Healing Church, and he mentioned the Cathedral Ward and the Grand Cathedral. So that's kind of where we're going to start making our way over towards, is somewhere that's the Grand Cathedral. So we're start looking for places like that. Also, if you see windows that have a little lit lantern next to them, that means you can go talk to them. So make sure you go talk to whoever's in there. Sometimes they give you stuff or information. Usually information on where to go next.
Across the valley deep, that's it.
Okay. And then in this game, instead of bonfires, we have lanterns. Lanterns are unfortunately one way. Lanterns take you back to the Hunter's Dream, and they can't transport you to other lanterns. So you can't just hop around from lantern to lantern like bonfires. Loot drops just the same. They drop off of enemies that you've slain. Bro dude over here has a shield. I believe you can do... I thought you can do like a little kick in this game. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure you can though. Anyways, we have our first mob of enemies. Actually see 4 of them over here. Try to keep topped off on your health, and then crowd control is, of course, the name of the game. If you can funnel the enemies into a single spot, where you can attack them one-on-one, then do that as much as you can. Only 2 things to do over here. Well, 3, depending on what version of the game you have. 1, open up this shortcut, which is nice, nice, nice. 2, there's an enemy over here. This enemy is extremely difficult, and you don't actually encounter him until much later in the game. Although, if you want to, you can fight him now for some blood vials. Honestly, unless you want to test your skill, it's not worth it. Yeah, that was really bad. This guy can almost one-shot you. Yeah. Yeah, just gotta be careful. He also has a jump attack, so don't try to back up too far, because that jump attack is devastating and pretty much will kill you one shot. If you can... That freaking spin to win. If you can, try to stay close and just parry him. There's that jump attack. Oh, that grab. Jesus, I forgot he had all these attacks. Oh my god. Oh shit, I'm out of... Okay, 4 blood vials, that's good. That was really bad. Actually, I'm usually better at fighting him. Anyway, so, if one of the earlier versions of Bloodborne, you actually get up here and hop your way over, which takes you to almost halfway through the game. Not halfway, but close to it at least. And it's a pretty good, what's it called? Sequence break. For speedrunners. I want to say they patched it out. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure they patched it out, though. Okay. Normally there's a guy here, but he starts walking with the rest. Sometimes the mob comes back. The mobs that don't come back, be very, very wary of them. Because you will have to fight them later.
You that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya? You that act, trot.
Okay. There's a few houses over here they can talk to. Nothing really interesting. Oh, crap! Oh my god, that scared the bejesus out of me! I thought he caught up with the rest. Now watch out for Pitchfork over here. Know your weapon and know their range. That's another thing. And then, yeah, just stay topped off as much as you can. So everyone keeps saying this is the night of the hunt. This dude is definitely not dead. Quicksilver bullets, perfect. There's also a thing called blood bullets. If you press up on your D-pad, you will use part of your health to create 5 blood bullets. So you can actually never run out of bullets unless you run out of health. You plebeian rat! I got a bloodstone shard, which is your titanite shard. We got surprise attack, Gustavo over here. Fell beast. That was funny. As he was dying, it's just like, fell beast. Oh wow, did you see that? These guys are like a PowerPoint presentation over here. Jesus. That was so bad. Oh crap. So, this place that we start off in is called Central Yharnam. Central Yharnam is fantastically designed. It loops in on itself, there's tons of shortcuts, everything's interconnected, it feels like a real world place. It's amazing. Only gripe is that this little center place right here is difficult as balls if you're a freaking first time player. You will die tons of times, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die here as well. Let's see. If you have pebbles, this is the time to use them. You can use pebbles to lure people out. There are 2 people with guns here. One there, and then one on that carriage over there. So if you get too close, they'll shoot you. Also, everyone can easily mob up on you. So you really need to start learning how to deal with mobs and how to pick off people one by one really quickly, or else you're gonna die in this area a lot. Freaking... Oh my god. Okay, let's hit you. There we go. Yeah, this Central Yharnam is brilliantly designed. But, oh god. But this area right here is just ridiculously difficult for newcomers. So just be as wary as possible when you're coming through here. And if you can, try your parries. Parrying is very, very useful. And if you can figure it out early, oh man, it's gonna help you so much. Come over here, buddy. Usually if you do a full charged R2 on a shield, that should be enough to break the guard. If they're close enough, freaking get over here, bruh. For the rally, if you keep rallying even after they are dead, you will still gain health. Remember that and use it. There we go. Dogs. Jesus. I freaking hate dogs. If you played any Souls game, you know how godforsaken the freaking dogs are. And the fact that they put it in the first area in the game just goes to show how the rest of this game was gonna be. You're better off dead. You shit, you ain't nothing. You're just like your father. Excuse me, sir. Don't mind me. These dude bros there. They can only shoot once, and then they have to, Oh, Jesus, that scared me. This game is horror genre, by the way, so be prepared to be scared. That thing isn't gonna hold him. Hey, not to beat a dead horse or anything. Oh, man. We got some fun jokes here at Yarnum. Anyway, Yarnum's a piece of shit. It's everything has just gone to hell here, and you will very much see. I just got some cold blood due. That is your poppable souls, your poppable echoes. Anyway, so we got past that first area. Blood shard. You know what? I actually forgot that blood shard is there. I think the last time I was playing this on stream, I found that for the first time. I played this game quite a bit. Not that much, I mean, I guess. There's a shortcut down here if you want to hop down there, but we'll make our way around there eventually, so I'm gonna keep going this way for now. Also, every so often, just take a stop to take a moment. Because the game is very beautiful, despite everything. These are crows. Don't let them fool you. They will get multiple attacks in on you. They also only drop pebbles, so if you ever need pebbles, you go find crows. Crows are found in almost every level in the game. Although, don't worry, you'll be loaded up on pebbles. So now this guy. Now we see who's on the other side of the door. Also, one quick thing. I'm drenched in blood right now. The more you kill, the more you're covered in blood. If you don't like the effect, literally just take off your armor and put it back on. And that will take away all the blood. I know it's too much for some people, but at the same time, this is a game called Bloodborne. We have like 8 different items called blood already, and we're not even to like the first boss yet. So there is going to be a lot of blood, and there's going to be excessive amounts of blood. The parry mechanic in this game is officially called a visceral attack. Well, the boss is called a visceral attack. So as you can imagine, there's going to be lots of dead bodies, lots of blood, lots of viscera. So get ready for all of that if you can't stomach it. However, it's still a game, still cartoon violence, so it shouldn't be that bad. But there are some enemies that are like absolutely repulsive. There's no other way around it.